Tekken, one of the games that paved the way for 3D fighters. In 1994, Tekken revolutionized fighting games, showing that there was a new genre of fighters that would pose a threat to the traditional 2D fighters genre, bringing in players from both old and new. With a legendary game like Tekken, there would be legendary characters. For this list, we will be counting down the most iconic characters in the series. If you like Tekken and top 10 videos, you are in the right place. Number 10. Martial Law. Originally a restaurateur whose dream was to open up a martial arts dojo, he had financial difficulties, so he entered the first King of Iron Fist tournament to achieve his goal by winning the tournament and gaining the prize money. He did not win, but he achieved his goal and opened a dojo. Law is a character who pays tribute to the legendary martial artist Bruce Lee, and his design takes heavy inspiration from Bruce Lee's movie Enter the Dragon. He has scars on his body and everything. His face even resembles Bruce Lee's. I'm surprised Namco doesn't have a lawsuit on its hands. His fighting style is described as martial arts. Law is an up-close, impersonal fighter that has strong pokes in a powerful mix-up game. Having them play the guessing game, whether it's making them duck through his highs and striking them with a mid, or irritating his opponent with high or low mix-ups only for them to waver and lose the match. Law has been a staple character of the series. He was replaced by his son, Forrest Law, in Tekken 3, but the fans wanted the real deal, and Law made a return in Tekken 4 and has been in the series ever since. Number 9. Ling Xiaoyu. This cheerful teenager made her debut in Tekken 3. Ling Xiaoyu is a talented martial artist who dreamed of building the perfect theme park in China, so she entered the King of Iron Fist tournament. However, Xiaoyu did not win the tournament. She does continue to enter the tournament to help her friend Jin Kazama. Ling Xiaoyu uses Chinese martial arts, focusing on speed, evasion, spins, and flips. She can maneuver around the enemy and keep them constantly guessing what she'll do next. Though she lacks some damage, she makes up for it with her crafty playstyle, able to keep pressure on her opponents with various flips and low attacks that are tricky to see coming. She's also known for her iconic Phoenix stance, which allows her to avoid high attacks as well as some mid attacks if she does butterfly while in this stance. Ling Xiaoyu has become one of the biggest female icons in the Tekken series. Number 8. Hwoarang, a hot-headed taekwondo student of Baekdu-san, and the rival to Jin Kazama. Hwoarang is the leader of a street con team. Hwoarang encountered Jin and convinced him into a match, but was unable to defeat Jin. Their fight ended in a draw, so Hwoarang entered the King of Iron Fist Tournament 3 to avenge his master and get a rematch with Jin. As a taekwondo martial artist, Hwoarang uses an array of kicks. If allowed, he can easily keep his opponent on guard, despite having a flashy moveset. Hwoarang's speed is rather moderate, but he makes up for it with a powerful arsenal of kicks that is rivaled only by his master Beck in terms of damage and range. His kicks are rather safe to execute punishments, and he has various stances to mix up his opponents. Hwoarang has been kicking it up since his debut in Tekken 3 and has been a long-running character ever since. Number 7. Yoshimitsu. A cyber ninja and the leader of the Manji Party, a thieves' guild, a chivalrous robbing bunch that only robs those profiting from unjust acts, and later gives what they pillage to those less fortunate. So he's basically a ninja Robin Hood. Yoshimitsu made his debut in the original Tekken in 1994. He had every player wondering the same thing. Why does this character have a sword? He was the only character on the roster that had one. Gladly, Yoshimitsu did not primarily use his sword. In the older games, he could only use it for unblockables. Later they allowed him to use it more, and of course, it was blockable now. His fighting style incorporates a blend of ninjutsu and samurai-style sword attacks derived from kenjutsu and bachuo jutsu. Yoshimitsu has an array of mix-ups that make him unpredictable due to his stances, allowing him to sit, fly, and teleport. He can also heal and even kill himself. Yoshimitsu is one of the most unique characters in Tekken. Number 6. Paul Phoenix. This hot-headed biker is determined to prove he is the strongest fighter in the universe by winning the King of Iron Fist tournament. Paul has made his debut in the original Tekken, and since then he has made an appearance in every game in the main series. Paul's design is blue eyes, bushy eyebrows, and his iconic high flat top hairstyle. He usually sports his biker clothes or his iconic red karate gi with torn sleeves. Hall's fighting style is a mixed martial arts based on karate and judo. His style has many other elements from different martial arts. He is aggressive, with strong offense and powerful punishes, focusing on powerful attacks such as his hammer punch, hammer of God, and his iconic burning fist, which does a ton of damage. His personality is usually upbeat. He is a loyal and great friend of Law. He has yet to win a tournament, but he has came close a few times. This only pushes him to train harder and to become the strongest in the universe. Well, that and aliens. And I think he might just be onto something. Number 5, King. A pro wrestler with a heart of gold, this masked wrestler has been in the Tekken series since his debut and still has been going strong. Although there are 2 kings of the series, the new king has taken up the mantle after the death of the original, donning the same name. He is the main wrestler of the series, a luchador from Mexico who wears his iconic yellow jaguar mask, rarely ever removing it. Despite his fearsome appearance, King is kind-hearted, caring for many orphans and helping disadvantaged children. He joins the King of Iron Fist tournament to win the money to keep the orphanage running. As a pro wrestler, King's fighting style takes a defensive approach. He has to be strategic due to his minimal range and unsafe attacks. He depends on his quick strikes, mobility, and punishers, with chain grabs that can be devastating if not broken. King is one of the most recognizable and iconic wrestlers, not only in the Tekken series but also in the fighting game genre. Number 4, Nina Williams. What is a fighting game without a cold-blooded assassin? Nina learned techniques from both her father and mother. She is an outstanding fighter and a master at Aikido and Kappo. Nina made her first appearance in the original Tekken, and since then, has appeared in all of the main series installments. Nina is the face of female characters in the Tekken series and one of its most popular characters, being the only one in the series to star in her own spin-off game. Nina's signature color is purple, her trademark outfit is a catsuit usually with different designs, but all similar, with the fabric resembling spandex or leather. Tekken 7 took a different approach, her design being her sister Anna's stolen wedding dress. Tekken 8 seems to be going for a mixture of both designs. She now wears shades with a purple dress and leather jacket, with short hair different from her usual long hair and a ponytail. Her fighting style is a nice balance of speed, lethal moves, and chain throws. For a fast character, Nina's strength is equal to most characters on the roster. With good mobility, she can evade and counterattack opponents. Her combos can be devastating and should not be underestimated. Nina will continue to assassinate her way into Tekken, and I can't wait until she finally assassinates someone on the roster. I'm looking at you, Chloe. One day. Number 3, Jin Kazama. Introduced in Tekken 3, Jin assumes the role of the protagonist after his mother June was presumed to be dead. Jin was raised by his grandfather Heihachi, who trained him in the art of the Mishima style. When Jin first debuted in Tekken 3, he has a mix of the Kazama style and Mishima. In Tekken 4, Jin took up the fighting style of karate and had been using it in every game since. Jin's design is similar to that of Kazuya, with a few notable differences. Jin's overall design changes throughout the series, but they all keep some similarities, like his bang, flames on his clothes, and a black tattoo-like mark on his left shoulder, with gloves or gauntlets. Jin's fighting style is well-rounded and versatile. With stances and maneuvers, it's a nice balance of offensive and defensive, which fits Jin's personality. Jin's main goal is to end the Mishima bloodline and put an end to all the madness. Number 2, Heihachi Mishima, one of the main characters of the series. Usually Heihachi acts as the main antagonist, but in the second game he assumed the role of the protagonist. But he is no hero. Heihachi is responsible for most of the horrific events that took place in his family's life. From throwing his son Kazuya off a cliff at the age of 7, imprisoned his father beneath the family temple for years, and manipulating his grandson Jin to defeat Ogre, then shoot him in the head. The guy is pure evil, and for those who think he might be a good guy, you are clearly evil yourself. His style is very devastating with very powerful strikes. He has one of the best aggressive play styles. With his powerful strikes, his damage potential is insanely high, and most of his optimal moves can be very safe. His notorious demon uppercut is a very devastating launcher, and almost impossible to punish if blocked due to the knockback. Heihachi has been in every Tekken game since his debut and has guested in Sony's PlayStation All-Stars, but he might not be in Tekken 8. This will be the first game in the entire series he has not been in. As evil as he is, he will still be missed. Number 1. Kazuya Mishima. He was the main protagonist of the first Tekken game, but corrupted by evil, Kazuya is sometimes one of the main antagonists of the series. Kazuya was thrown off a cliff as a child, and as a result, awakened his devil gene, giving Kazuya supernatural powers, and being consumed by evil. Kazuya is one of the main characters in the series, whose goal is to kill his father Heihachi for killing his mother, and throwing him off a cliff as a child. Kazuya's fighting style is one of the most simplistic and straightforward in the series. He has powerful strikes, he has a defensive playstyle relying on blocking and countering with a punish, or spacing in order to make opponents whiff and then punish. Kazuya's most amazing punisher move is the Electric Wind Godfist, one of the most devastating punishers in the game. Kazuya made it to our number 1 because it all started with him. He has been the face of the series for years, making several box art, also to the crossover of the game Street Fighter X Tekken, and being a guest character in Nintendo's hit series Super Smash Bros. And to top it off, the franchise's design team referred to Kazuya as the soul, or the cool part of the original Tekken. Also, he is my favorite out of the 3 characters. Kazuya has achieved one of his goals in Tekken 7. Now I want to see how his story will end. I'm secretly rooting for you, Kazuya. That concludes our list. Tekken has many great characters, so before we go, here are some honorable mentions.
I have a purse snatcher in custody.
I hope you enjoyed the video. Comment down below and let me know who is your favorite Tekken character. I know there are a lot of characters people would want to see, and a top 10 wouldn't do it justice. Like and subscribe if you want to see more. Have a good one, and I'll see you all in the next video.